Hello po. Welcome to our presentation of our game or our devlog of our game Sit and Reel. We are group run. I'm Latrell Kenshin Banawa and here with me are my colleagues Nacion and Clemente. So here is what we made so far. This is your starting world. And if we hit play here, wait. If we hit play here, you start off in the far left of the world. You move your character with your arrow keys left or right or A and D. Okay. So right now you can just move around, explore the area. Move all the way to the right to the docks where you can fish. And put a border here so you don't just walk off the world. And yeah.
So this is our game. We're still in the process of world building, still not done. We now have character implemented, and this is our starting world. So this is world the player begins with their character standing in the main area, and there's an aquarium where different fish are displayed, as well as various stores where the player can buy items or supplies. And off to one side is the fishing area. This is where the player can go to fish and catch different types of fish for their collection or for use in the game.
And in our project, we have a two scene, the game and the player scene. In the player, we have a two nodes animated 2D, which just mean nag-hold siya ng player for animation. And as you can see, the blue circle is called hitbacks para hindi ma-fall yung character out of the world. And then the next scene, we have a main. We build the ground and you can add deco like buildings, and we have three tiles and water tiles for fishing area. And as you can see, the background is just a background.
Okay, going back to the player scene. How the character moves is just to the adding script. You see here the player speed, and then on the made the variable for the animated sprite. This function is for the gravity, and then this variable right here is to get the inputs. So in our project over here, we set our input maps. For move left, we have the letter A and the left arrow key, and for move right, we have right arrow key and the letter D. This is where they get the inputs. Okay, so this one right here flips the sprite depending on the direction. So if you move left, the character will flip. The character sprite will flip on the left. And if the character is moving on the right, then the character sprite will be flipped to the right. And then this one plays the animation. So if the direction is 0, which means the player is not moving, it will play the idle animation. And the else, that means that the player is moving, which means the character will play a walk. And then this right here handles the movement speed. So right now you have noticed that we have not added any mechanics yet, and that's because our main priority right now is to like what Lindsay said, our main priority right now is world building, which means making the world look nicer first. So these are our assets, but these are like testing or placeholder assets first. We will make our game prettier first, and then we can get on down to adding more stuff for our game. Going further, here are our goals and priorities. So we're currently here. This is our first priority, world building. Our first priority is making the world look presentable, look good and immersive. And then in the next few days, we're gonna tackle, or we're gonna move on to adding the fishing mechanics and the minigame. So that means, you know, casting your rod, a chance of getting fish. And then the minigame will be skill-based. And then catching fish and missing fish. We will elaborate on this later on the next slide. So after that, in the next few other days, we're gonna tackle onto the backpack system or the inventory system where you store your fish. After the inventory system, we're gonna tackle on upgrades and bait, and then the currency. So whenever you catch fish, and then you sell fish, you'll get money, and then when you get money, you'll buy upgrades and bait. After that is adding the fish and mutations, because this can be a fishing game without fish, obviously. We're thinking of adding up to 60 fish to catch in total. So it's not a lot and it's not too little as well. Plus mutations for multiple possible combinations of fish. And then after all that, we're gonna move on to finishing touches like bug fixing, main menu and saving and loading and all those, in order to actually make this into a cohesive game. Now let's move on to the fishing minigame concept. So you can see here, whenever you catch a fish, an exclamation point will pop out that indicates you caught a fish. And then this will pop up, the fishing minigame. You have your circle, an arrow, a little circle, and the progress bar. So this little circle right here, when this arrow rotates this way, you have to click this little circle in order to progress the progress bar over here. And then when you click this, and then the arrow will then rotate to the other side, and then click this, and then rotate to the other side until you finish your progress bar. So if you miss, let's say if your arrow misses a circle, then your progress will be decreased. So that means if you have a successful click like this, then your progress bar will be increased. But if you miss, if you have an unsuccessful click, then your progress bar will decrease. And if you keep missing, your chances of catching a fish will be 0 because you missed all of the clicks and your progress bar has gotten down to 0. Which is why you need to have multiple successful clicks in order to finish your progress bar, and it'll lead to this. After progress bar is finished, you'll be able to catch the fish, and then the game will tell you how much it costs, and yeah. And I think that's about it for now. We will add more stuff, so tune in for the next devlog of Sit and Reel. And we'll see you later. Goodbye.